Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of the human-canine bond. We're talking about the 10 signs your dog might not love you as much as you think they do. Think of me as your interpreter, your guide to understanding the silent language of dogs. We're going to unpack these signs, not to judge, but to empower you. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey to strengthen that bond with your furry friend. Let's talk about eye contact. When a dog looks you straight in the eye, it's their way of saying, I trust you, I respect you, I feel safe with you. If your dog consistently avoids your gaze, it could be a sign that something's not quite right in your relationship. It might mean they don't feel entirely comfortable or secure around you. This avoidance could stem from various reasons: past negative experiences, inconsistent training, or even your own energy and body language. Dogs are incredibly perceptive to our emotions, so if you're tense or anxious, they'll sense it immediately. It's about understanding your dog's behavior and working towards building that unshakable trust and connection. You know that feeling when you walk through the door after a long day and you're greeted by your dog's ecstatic wagging tail? Pure joy, right? But what happens when that enthusiastic greeting is missing? If you come home to a dog that barely acknowledges your arrival, it's time to pay attention. This lack of enthusiasm could indicate that your dog doesn't associate your arrival with positive feelings. Perhaps you haven't established a consistent routine, leaving them feeling unsure about your comings and goings. By establishing a predictable schedule and engaging in positive reinforcement when you return home, you can start to rebuild that excitement and strengthen your bond. You know how some dogs are like shadows trailing their humans from room to room? That's a sign of deep affection and a desire to be close to their pack leader. Now, not every dog is going to be glued to your hip 24/7. However, if your dog consistently shows little to no interest in following you around, it could be a sign that they don't feel that strong connection. When they trust and respect you, they want to be near you, to learn from you, to be a part of your pack's activities. If your dog prefers their own company, it could indicate a lack of trust or confidence in your leadership. By establishing clear rules, boundaries, and engaging in activities that promote bonding and trust, you can encourage your dog to see you as their trusted guide. We all know those dogs that can't get enough cuddles, always vying for a scratch behind the ears or a cozy snuggle on the couch. But what happens when your furry friend seems hesitant to show or receive affection? If your dog shies away from your touch, avoids being petted, or seems generally indifferent to your attempts at affection, it's a red flag. It could be that they've had negative experiences in the past. Maybe they were mishandled, punished physically, or haven't been properly socialized. The key here is patience and understanding. Instead, focus on building trust through positive reinforcement, gentle encouragement, and respecting their personal space. Let's talk about obedience, not in a drill sergeant kind of way, but as a fundamental aspect of a healthy human-canine bond. A dog that truly respects you, that sees you as their pack leader, will naturally want to please you and follow your commands. But if your dog consistently ignores your commands, if they flat out refuse to listen, it's a sign that something's amiss in your relationship. This disobedience could stem from a lack of clear communication on your part. Remember, dogs don't understand human language in the same way we do. They thrive on consistency, clear signals, and positive reinforcement. By establishing clear rules, being consistent in your commands, and rewarding desired behaviors, you can foster a relationship built on trust and obedience. Picture this. You're enjoying a relaxing evening at home, and your dog is constantly trying to slip out the door, pacing restlessly, or finding any excuse to put distance between you. When a dog consistently seeks to escape your presence, it's a clear sign that they don't associate your company with feelings of safety, comfort, or enjoyment. This desire to flee could stem from various factors. Perhaps your energy is overwhelming for them. Are you constantly tense, anxious, or prone to loud outbursts? Remember, dogs are incredibly sensitive to our emotions, or it could be that your interactions haven't been entirely positive. By creating a calm, stable environment, engaging in positive interactions, and addressing any underlying anxieties, you can transform your home into a sanctuary where your dog feels safe and loved. We all know that dogs use barks and growls as a form of communication. It's their way of expressing a range of emotions, from excitement to fear to territoriality. But when those vocalizations are directed at you, their supposed pack leader, it's time to pay close attention. Frequent or aggressive vocalizations towards you are a serious red flag. It suggests that your dog doesn't respect your authority, feels threatened by your presence, or hasn't learned appropriate ways to communicate their needs. By establishing yourself as the calm, assertive pack leader, addressing any underlying anxieties, and teaching alternative communication methods, you can create a harmonious relationship built on mutual respect. We've all seen those heartwarming images of dogs curled up in bed with their humans, a testament to the deep bond they share. But what happens when your furry friend consistently chooses to sleep elsewhere, shunning your bed for the cold, hard floor? This sleep avoidance might stem from a lack of trust or a desire for personal space. Dogs are den animals by nature, and sometimes they crave a quiet, secluded spot where they can truly relax and unwind. Remember, allowing your dog on the bed is a personal choice, but if you do choose to share your sleep space, make it a positive and inviting experience. Create a comfortable spot, offer praise and affection when they join you, and never force them to stay if they seem anxious or uncomfortable. You know that heart-melting feeling when you reunite with your dog after even a short absence? The way their whole body wiggles with joy, their tail wags with such force it seems their rear end might take flight? That's pure, unadulterated love. But what happens when those reunions are met with a distinct lack of enthusiasm? If your dog greets you with a casual tail wag, a disinterested glance, or worse, complete indifference, it's time to take a closer look at your relationship. This lack of excitement could indicate that they don't associate your presence with positive feelings. Perhaps your comings and goings are inconsistent, leaving them feeling insecure about your bond. By making an effort to be truly present during your interactions, engaging in activities that strengthen your bond, and offering genuine praise and affection, you can reignite that spark of excitement and deepen your connection. Let's face it, there's nothing more heartbreaking than feeling like your furry friend doesn't care about you. If your dog consistently seems distant, aloof, or emotionally disconnected, it's a sign that something's amiss in your relationship. This indifference could stem from a variety of factors. Perhaps they're struggling with an underlying medical condition that's affecting their energy levels and mood. Or it could be a sign that their needs aren't being met. Dogs need more than just food, water, and shelter. By prioritizing quality time, engaging in activities that stimulate their mind and body, and providing a loving and supportive environment, you can bridge the emotional gap and create a truly unbreakable bond. If you've watched this video and recognized some of these signs in your own furry friend, don't despair. Remember, every dog, just like every human, is different, and what works for one might not work for another. The most important thing is to approach this journey with an open mind, a willingness to learn, and a heart full of love for your canine companion. Building a strong, healthy relationship takes time, consistency, and a deep understanding of your dog's individual needs. If you're struggling, don't hesitate to seek guidance from a qualified professional dog trainer or behaviorist. Remember, a true pack leader never gives up on their pack.